Hello, and welcome to English Fluency, the podcast. I'm your host, and as always, I will speak slowly and clearly. Today's episode is specifically designed for B1 level English learners who want to connect their ideas smoothly and naturally. If you've ever felt that your English sounds choppy or disconnected, this episode will change everything. We're going to explore 70 essential connector words that will transform your speaking from basic phrases to flowing, confident conversations. Okay, let's begin with understanding what connector words actually are. What are connector words? Connector words, also called linking words or transition words, are the bridges that connect your ideas together. Think of them as the glue that makes your sentences flow smoothly from one thought to another. For example, instead of saying, "I like coffee, I don't like tea," you can say, "I like coffee, but I don't like tea." The word "but" is a connector that shows contrast between your two ideas. Okay? This simple addition makes your English sound much more natural and fluent. Why connector words matter for B1 learners? At the B1 level, you already know basic grammar and vocabulary. However, many B1 learners struggle with one specific problem. Their ideas sound disconnected and choppy. They know what they want to say, but they can't link their thoughts together smoothly. This is exactly where connector words become your secret weapon. They help you express complex relationships between ideas. For instance, you can show cause and effect, add information, contrast ideas, or give examples. Moreover, using connector words correctly demonstrates advanced language skills to examiners, employers, and conversation partners. It shows that you can think and speak in English, not just translate from your native language. Okay? Now let's dive into our 70 essential connector words, organized by function. Category 1. Adding information. 10 connectors. The first category helps you add more information to support your ideas. These connectors are perfect when you want to build on what you've already said. Number 1. And. This is the most basic connector, but it's also the most useful. Example: I study English every day and I practice with native speakers online. Number 2. Also. This adds information in a slightly more formal way. Example: I love reading English books. I also enjoy watching English movies. Number 3. Moreover. This is more formal and adds emphasis to your additional information. Example: learning English opens career opportunities. Moreover, it helps you connect with people worldwide. Number 4. Furthermore. Similar to moreover, but slightly more academic. Example: regular practice improves your speaking skills. Furthermore, it builds your confidence. Number 5. In addition. This clearly signals that you're adding new information. Example: English helps in business. In addition, it's useful for travel. Okay? Let's continue with 5 more addition connectors. Number 6. Besides. This adds information while suggesting there's even more to say. Example: I enjoy English grammar. Besides, vocabulary building is fascinating. Number 7. What's more? This is conversational and adds surprising or important information. Example: English podcasts improve listening skills. What's more, they're completely free. Number 8. Not only, but also. This structure emphasizes that there are multiple benefits or features. Example: English helps not only in work, but also in personal relationships. Number 9. As well as. This connects two equal ideas together. Example: I practice speaking as well as listening every day. Number 10. Plus. This is informal but very common in spoken English. Example: I learn new words daily. Plus, I review old ones weekly. Category 2. Showing contrast, 12 connectors. The second category helps you show differences or opposite ideas. These are crucial for expressing balanced opinions and comparing options. Number 11. But. The most common contrast connector in English. Example: I want to travel to England, but it's expensive. Number 12. However. More formal than but, and often used to start sentences. Example: English grammar is challenging. However, with practice, it becomes easier. Number 13. Although. This introduces a contrast within the same sentence. Example: Although I'm tired, I'll continue studying English tonight. Number 14. Even though. Similar to although, but slightly stronger. Example: Even though it's raining, I'll walk to English class. Number 15. On the other hand. Perfect for presenting alternative viewpoints. Example: Online classes are convenient. On the other hand, face-to-face learning offers more interaction. Okay? Let's explore 7 more contrast connectors. Number 16. While. This shows contrast between simultaneous or related ideas. Example: While I prefer British English, my teacher uses American pronunciation. Number 17. Whereas. More formal, used to compare different things directly. Example: British English uses color, whereas American English uses color. Number 18. Nevertheless. Formal way to show contrast while acknowledging the previous point. Example: English pronunciation is difficult. Nevertheless, I practice every day. Number 19. Despite. Used with nouns or ing forms to show contrast. Example: Despite the challenges, I love learning English. Number 20. In spite of. Same meaning as despite, but slightly more formal. Example: In spite of my accent, people understand me well. Number 21. In contrast. Used to highlight clear differences between ideas. Example: Formal writing requires complex sentences. In contrast, casual conversation uses simple structures. Number 22. On the contrary. Used to completely disagree with a previous statement. Example: You think English is impossible. On the contrary, I find it quite logical. Category 3. Expressing cause and effect, 10 connectors. Category 3 helps you explain why things happen and what results from actions. These connectors are essential for logical thinking and clear explanations. Number 23. Because. The most common way to give reasons. Example, I study English because it will help my career. Number 24. Since. More formal than because. Often used at the beginning of sentences. Example, since I started this podcast, my listening has improved dramatically. Number 25. As. Similar to since, but more formal and literary. Example, as English becomes more global, learning it becomes more important. Number 26. Therefore. Shows logical conclusion or result. Example, I practiced speaking daily. Therefore, my confidence increased significantly. Number 27. So. Informal way to show result or conclusion. Example, I was confused about grammar, so I bought a good textbook. Okay? Here are 5 more cause and effect connectors. Number 28. Consequently. Formal way to show that something happened as a result. Example, I missed many classes. Consequently, I fell behind in my English studies. Number 29. As a result. Clear way to introduce consequences. Example, I listened to English podcasts daily. As a result, my comprehension improved rapidly. Number 30. Due to. Used with nouns to explain causes. Example, due to my hard work, I passed the English exam easily. Number 31. Hence. Formal and academic way to show logical results. Example, English is the language of business. Hence, it's crucial for international careers. Number 32. Thus. Similar to hence, showing logical conclusion. Example, I practiced pronunciation daily. Thus, my speaking became much clearer. Category 4. Giving examples. 8. Connectors. The 4th category helps you support your ideas with specific examples. Examples make your speaking more concrete and easier to understand. Number 33. For example. The most common way to introduce examples. Example, English has many irregular verbs. For example, go becomes went, not goed. Number 34. For instance. Slightly more formal than for example. Example, English pronunciation can be tricky. For instance, read has 2 different pronunciations. Number 35. Such as. Used to give examples within sentences. Example, I enjoy English entertainment, such as movies, podcasts, and books. Number 36. Like. Informal way to give examples. Example, I use English apps like Duolingo and Babbel for daily practice. Okay? Let's complete this category with 4 more example connectors. Number 37. Including. Shows that your examples are part of a larger group. Example, I practice all English skills, including speaking, listening, reading, and writing. Number 38. Namely. Introduces specific, complete examples. Example, I focus on 2 main areas, namely grammar accuracy and vocabulary expansion. Number 39. To illustrate. Formal way to introduce detailed examples. Example: English idioms can be confusing. To illustrate, break a leg means good luck, not injury. Number 2. Take, for example. Conversational way to highlight specific cases. Example: English has borrowed from many languages. Take, for example, karaoke from Japanese. Category 5. Sequencing and time, 12 connectors. Category 5 helps you organize ideas in time order. These connectors are perfect for telling stories, explaining processes, or describing experiences. Number 41. First or firstly. Begins your sequence clearly. Example: To improve English fluency, first, listen to native speakers daily. Number 42. Second or secondly. Continues your sequence logically. Example: Secondly, practice speaking with English partners online. Number 43. Third or thirdly. Adds the third point in your sequence. Example: Thirdly, read English materials at your level daily. Number 44. Next. Shows what comes after the current point. Example: Learn basic grammar rules. Next, practice using them in real conversations. Number 45. Then. Simple way to show sequence. Example: I study new vocabulary. Then I use those words in sentences. Number 46. After that. Shows clear time progression. Example: I listen to the podcast episode. After that, I practice the pronunciation. Okay? Here are 6 more time and sequence connectors. Number 47. Finally. Concludes your sequence. Example: Study grammar, practice speaking, read daily. Finally, be patient with your progress. Number 48. Eventually. Shows something that happens after time passes. Example: Learning English feels difficult at first. Eventually, it becomes natural and enjoyable. Number 49. Meanwhile. Shows things happening at the same time. Example: I study grammar rules. Meanwhile, my speaking partner practices pronunciation. Number 50. Simultaneously. Formal way to show things happening together. Example: Good learners simultaneously improve all 4 English skills. Number 51. Previously. Refers to something that happened before. Example: I previously struggled with English confidence. Now I speak much more freely. Number 52. Subsequently. Formal way to show what happened next. Example: I joined an English conversation club. Subsequently, my speaking improved rapidly. Category 6. Emphasizing and summarizing, 10 connectors. Our 6th category helps you highlight important points and wrap up your ideas. These connectors make your most important messages clear and memorable. Number 53. In fact. Emphasizes surprising or important information. Example: English grammar isn't impossible. In fact, it's quite logical once you understand the patterns. Number 54. Indeed. Formal way to confirm or emphasize truth. Example: consistent practice is crucial for English success. Indeed, daily practice beats occasional intensive study. Number 55. Certainly. Shows strong agreement or confirmation. Example: English fluency requires time and effort. Certainly, there are no magic shortcuts to success. Number 56. Obviously. Emphasizes something that should be clear. Example: obviously, speaking practice is essential for developing conversation skills. Number 57. Clearly. Shows that something is evident or obvious. Example: clearly, regular listening practice improves comprehension significantly. Okay, let's finish this category with 5 more emphasis and summary connectors. Number 58. In conclusion. Formal way to begin your final summary. Example: in conclusion, consistent English practice leads to real fluency improvements. Number 59. To summarize. Introduces a brief summary of main points. Example: to summarize, focus on listening, speaking, reading, and writing equally for balanced English development. Number 60. Overall. Shows your general conclusion about everything. Example: learning English has challenges and rewards. Overall, it's one of the best investments you can make. Number 61. All in all. Informal way to give final judgment. Example: English classes, podcasts, and practice sessions help differently. All in all, variety keeps learning interesting. Number 62. On the whole. Shows your general opinion, considering everything. Example: English learning has difficult moments and breakthrough moments. On the whole, persistence always pays off. Category 7. Expressing conditions. 8 connectors. Our final category helps you talk about possibilities, conditions, and hypothetical situations. These connectors are crucial for expressing complex thoughts and making suggestions. Number 63. If. The most basic conditional connector. Example: if you practice English daily, you will see improvement quickly. Number 64. Unless. Means if not, shows negative conditions. Example: you won't become fluent unless you practice speaking regularly. Number 65. Provided that. Shows conditions that must be met. Example: you can join our English club, provided that you commit to attending weekly. Number 66. As long as. Shows ongoing conditions. Example: you'll continue improving as long as you stay motivated and consistent. Okay? Here are our final 4 conditional connectors. Number 67. In case. Introduces precautionary conditions. Example: I always carry a dictionary in case I encounter unknown English words. Number 68. Supposing. Introduces hypothetical situations. Example: supposing you could study English anywhere in the world, where would you choose? Number 69. On condition that. Formal way to state requirements. Example: I'll help you with English pronunciation, on condition that you practice what we learn together. Number 70. Whether or not shows that conditions don't matter for the outcome. Example: whether or not you feel confident, start speaking English with native speakers immediately. Practice section. Putting it all together. Now that we've covered all 70 essential connector words, let's practice using them together. I'll tell a short story using multiple connectors, and then I want you to repeat after me. I started learning English because I wanted better career opportunities. At first, I focused only on grammar. However, I soon realized that speaking practice was equally important. Therefore, I joined an online conversation club. Moreover, I began listening to English podcasts daily. Although progress felt slow initially, I noticed improvements after 3 months. For instance, I could understand native speakers much better. Furthermore, my confidence increased significantly. As a result, I started enjoying English conversations instead of fearing them. In conclusion, using the right study methods and staying consistent leads to real English fluency. Whether or not you feel ready, start using these connector words in your daily English practice today. Okay? Now it's your turn. Pause this episode and repeat that entire story. Focus on the connector words and how they link the ideas together smoothly. Your action plan. Before we finish today's episode, let me give you a practical action plan. Here's exactly how to use these 70 connector words to improve your English fluency. First, choose 5 connector words from today's list. Pick ones that you don't use often but understand clearly. Next, write 3 sentences using each connector word. Make the sentences about your own life and experiences. Then, practice saying these sentences out loud until they feel natural. After that, try using these 5 connectors in real conversations this week. Finally, add 5 new connector words to your practice list next week. Remember, connector words are like building blocks. The more you use them, the smoother and more natural your English becomes. Moreover, native speakers will notice the difference immediately. Conclusion and next steps. Today we explored 70 essential connector words that will transform your English fluency. We covered 7 categories: adding information, showing contrast, expressing cause and effect, giving examples, sequencing and time, emphasizing and summarizing, and expressing conditions. These connector words are your bridge to advanced English communication. They help you express complex ideas clearly and connect your thoughts smoothly. Most importantly, they make your English sound natural and confident. In our next episode, we'll focus on advanced pronunciation techniques for B1 learners. We'll explore how to use stress, rhythm, and intonation to make your English even more natural. Until then, practice using today's connector words in your daily English conversations. Remember, consistency beats perfection every time. As always, thank you for listening to English Fluency, the podcast. Keep practicing, stay motivated, and I'll see you in the next episode.